Hey guys, it's AA Flyer 777 here, and today I have a 1/400 scale model airport update on my model of Boston's Logan International Airport. I realized I just made an update like 2 weeks ago, so I know it's kind of soon, but I really wanted to make an update today for two reasons. One, I do have a new model that I've been waiting for a while, and second, today's the last day for our American flights to Paris for the summer season, so I kind of wanted to do that in this update. So anyways, we'll start out here on runway 27 left. Here we have our Virgin America Airbus A320 is departing for Los Angeles. And then down here, just taxiing on to the runway, we have our Delta Airlines Airbus A319 with service to New York JFK. And right here, you have an American Airlines 757-200. This is flight 146 with nonstop service to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Like I said, this is the last day of service on this route for the summer season. In a similar situation to last year, I'm not really sure if this route's going to come back next year. So I kind of wanted to put it in as many updates as I could. I was looking at load factors. It seemed to do pretty well. I mean, it was at least like 85%, 80-90% load factor. So that's pretty good. So hopefully this flight will come back next year, because it's like kind of the last non-hub AA route out of Boston. So hopefully that'll come back next year. And here's the other thing. This is a new model. This is the Delta Airlines 767-400 in the pink breast cancer awareness livery. This is a really cool model. I just got it in about a week ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys already know about that. So now I can accurately model all of our Delta routes from Boston. The 767-400s are used on the London Heathrow route during the summer. So anyways, that's where this plane is headed, off to London Heathrow. Have a United Airlines Airbus A320 with service to, we'll say, Houston. And we have a U.S. Airways Airbus A321 with nonstop service to Charlotte Douglas International. And over here we have our United Airlines Boeing 757-200 with service to San Francisco. United Express Embraer 170 with service to Chicago O'Hare. And we have U.S. Airways Allegheny Airbus A319 with nonstop service to Washington Reagan. Alright, here we have our Delta Airlines Airbus A330-200 service to Amsterdam Schiphol. And here, I haven't been able to use this plane in a while because the landing gear was giving me problems. It kept falling off. So, but I did manage to fix it for this update. So here we have our Alaska Airlines 737-800 with nonstop service to San Diego. And then over here, we have just arrived on runway 27 right. We have our Virgin Atlantic Airbus A340-600. Just came in from London Heathrow. And then holding short runway 27 right, we have our Delta Airlines 767-300ER with service to Paris Charles de Gaulle. And then right here, arriving on runway 27 right, we have an American Airlines 737-800. It's about to touch down from Chicago O'Hare. So now I'll go over to the JetBlue terminal. This is Terminal C. JetBlue has absorbed all of United's gates as of today. Well, actually, I don't know when they started using the ex-United gates, but I did notice today that they are using the former United gates. So to reflect that, JetBlue now has the entire terminal. Unfortunately, I don't have enough JetBlue planes to fill up the entire terminal yet. So there's quite a few empty gates, but that's okay because I've got JetBlue planes on order. So anyways, here's our window pane A320. It's going to be making a flight out to San Jose this evening. JetBlue A320, this is the Harlequin A320, going to be making a flight to Phoenix Sky Harbor. 10th anniversary A320 is going to be making a flight to Los Angeles. Empty gate. 100th tailfin A320 is going to be making a flight down to Fort Lauderdale. And I'll do my best to zoom in here. We have our Stripes A320 going to be making a flight to Nantucket this evening. That's normally an E190 route, but I don't get to use that route too often, and I think it's kind of cool. It's a really short flight. It's like interstate, you know. It's like, I don't know. It's a cool little flight. It's only like an hour long. We'll just say there was problems with an E190, so they substituted an A320 on that flight. It's pretty cool. Anyways, we have a DOTS A320 going to be making a flight down to Washington Reagan. And then we have our Mosaic A320 going to be headed out to Seattle Tacoma. So that wraps it up for Terminal C, so we'll move on to Terminal E here. Have our Southwest Airlines 737-700 service to Baltimore, Washington International. Another Southwest 737-700 with service to Houston Hobby. Southwest is doing, at least I'm pretty sure they are, they're doing really well on Houston Hobby. JetBlue's getting like crushed on that route. I mean, their load factors are like 50%. I was looking at them. So I'm not sure how long JetBlue will stay in the Houston market. It'd probably do better if they switched over to like Houston Bush Intercontinental. But yeah, they seem to be doing better than JetBlue is. And then we have a 737-300 California 1. I don't think I've ever put this model in an update before, but I did notice it did make a flight, a brief appearance in Boston a few weeks ago. So I thought, why not put it in? So anyways, this flight's going to be making a flight out to Chicago Midway. We have a very delayed Iberia A330. Normally Iberia would be gone at this time period if I was going for accuracy. So I just said it was really delayed. Anyways, this flight is going to be headed out to Madrid Barajas. Then we have a Aer Lingus A330-200 non-stop service to Dublin, Ireland. Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 with service to Munich. Then we have a Lufthansa 747-400 that just came in from Frankfurt. This is our second daily flight. I have empty gate for Virgin Atlantic. You can see there's GSE kind of parked, awaiting, getting ready to service the plane when it comes in. I have our Air France 747-400 with service to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Empty gate for Lufthansa. Then we have our lovely British Airways 747-400 One World, service to London Heathrow. And we've got our Iceland Air Boeing 757-300 with service to Reykjavik. So that just about wraps it up with all the planes for this update. In regards to what's coming up, I've got a couple planes on order. I think I mentioned this before. I've got 2 JetBlue A321s coming, as well as a Southwest 737. New Gemini releases should be announced pretty soon, so waiting on those to see what happens. But other than that, I think that's going to about wrap it up for this update. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this update.